Hey guys, so I have a drugstore. I have a drugstore kind of new products haul. I bought some drugstore products and wanted to use like a full face drugstore. So I have some favorites in here that I've been using for like a good week, and they've been quickly becoming my favorites. And I've been loving the color green, as you can tell. So yeah, I just want to do a quick green smoky eye, and yeah. Okay, let's get to the video. So I'm gonna start out with my brows as usual, and I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I wish this pencil wasn't as hard. This is definitely not one of my go-tos, but it does the job, so I guess I'm not gonna really complain about it. I haven't used a brow pencil in forever, but it's pretty easy. It's actually faster, but I still would prefer using like a pomade. Okay, so I'm still going to carve them out. I initially bought this concealer to use as a concealer, but I'm not a fan of it, so I'm just going to use it to cut crease or to cut out my brows. And this is the Master Conceal by Maybelline. I feel like it's pretty much the same thing as the Fit Me concealer, but it does not have a brush or some type of applicator. I'm gonna say that's the only downfall. I think it's exactly like the other one, so I'd rather just use one for one thing and one for the other. So like again, this has no thing. I mean, I could put it on the brush, so I guess I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna dot it 4 times and then just carve it out. And it's so smooth that it's just so easy compared to my Shape Tape. My Shape Tape kind of like, not friction, but like doesn't glide as easily, and I love it for this. I'm also going to prime my eyes with it as well. Because this doesn't set, I am going to go over with it with a powder. It could be any powder. I'm just going to use like a nudie. This color, this is the Morphe palette. I'm just going to dust this over. So none of the eyeshadows that I actually want to use are actually blendable. I'm going to be doing like a green smoky eye, so I am going to use this Maybelline palette for the green. Is that where it is? Yeah, the green one. There's no transition colors or like normal colors in here, which is fine, just because like this will be your go-to palette for when you need that extra color. So I am going to use my Morphe palette, which is still drugstore, still in a good price range. I'm going to take this color right here, this color, and I'm just going to use this as my transition. And I'm putting that right above the crease. A little bit of this brown, just tap it. You don't want it too dark, but I want it darker. I'm just going to go in with that green shade. Right there, it's like an emerald. Put this all over the lid. And all of my brushes are mainly Morphe, so it's still technically drugstore. And then I'm going to spray some water on here. Okay, so I'm going to blend some of that brown back in there just to blend everything together. And now I'm going to take this black in here, and I'm going to put this like on my outer V area, and also still blending it in so it kind of fades going in. So I kind of just make a line, and then I'm just going to blend it going this way, going horizontal. Okay, and again, I'm going to blend some more brown in there, just because I feel like the black kind of made it a little bit too dark. Going with that light brown, and blend everything. These highlight colors in here are really pretty. I'm just going to go in with this champagne-y color right there, and I'll put that on my brow bone. And I'm also putting that on my inner corners. I'm going to do a wing as always, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Eyeshadow. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to be using CoverGirl Lash Blast. I've used this always when I was like in 7th, like middle school. I've always relied on this. Just gonna coat them really quick so I can put some lashes on. I'm going to be using, where'd they go? Where do I always lose my lashes? And these are just the double ups from Ardell that I've been using lately a lot. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the face. I've absolutely been in love with this product. If you love Professional, go get this now. It's half the price, literally the same thing, and you don't have to use as much. Baby Skin by Maybelline, I know this has been out for a while. I haven't tried it, haven't been around to it. So for the past week, I've been absolutely loving it. You literally, I mean, depending on where your pores are, mine are just right here. I don't know if you can even see that, how much I'm actually using. It's not that much. The only thing that is different is that this doesn't like completely dry. Like the other one, I have to like kind of like fan it down a little to dry, but I feel like this still, it stays silicone-y, which isn't a problem. I'm just used to it, but it does the exact same thing. And the foundation I've been loving as well. I feel like I'm really into like the face products. That is the NYX Total Control drops. These are so awesome. It's so liquidy, and you wouldn't think that it would be a good coverage. Like it's literally, it looks like water in there. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to drop it. Like, it's not that way. It kind of reminds me of the Smashbox BB drops, I believe they're called. I absolutely love that, but this is so much more coverage. I'm not gonna complain about. And I just use it with my M439 by Morphe. And it doesn't look like you're using a lot when you put the drops on, but you do not need a lot, because when you use too much, it kind of gets streaky, and yeah, so you should put like 2 small ones. That should be good, and if not, just add some more, but honestly, this is enough. Like, do you see that? Just like blend, and it's so smooth. It is a little bit too light. This is in light, but I work with it, and it does seem kind of wet at first, but you let it dry for a couple minutes and it seems pretty like demi matte. I mean, it's just so pretty. So for concealer, I am going to use my Fit Me concealer, and this is in Fair. I'm going to add a little bit more than usual since I'm not going for like a natural look. And then you're done. There you go. JK. We're going to blend this out with my lemon drop. And just sharpen up the crease. If you mess it up, you can just go back to it. And again, I do have a coupon code for the lemon drop from Mikasa. I'll leave it down in the description. And for this amazing product, which again, I don't think it's comparable to the Laura Mercier powder because I feel like it doesn't do the same exact thing. But since this foundation is not completely matte, but almost there, I'm going to set it with the new Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. This is awesome. Just be aware that if you are going to do any flash photography, don't use a heavy hand or a lot because it will reflect. So I am going to take just a little bit. I'm going to dip my brush in there and then kind of just tap it in the lid, and I'm just going to press it in my face. It's very fine powder, and it literally blurs your face out where it like looks like you're photoshopped and like just gave you like clear skin. Like you can especially tell like right here, even with that baby pore or baby, what's it called, baby skin, it's wonderful. Just makes you look like you have like new rejuvenated skin. Again, and then I'm just kind of dusting anything that's left over. Again, you might not want to do that as much as I did with if you're going to do flash photography. So I love this product. I think I love smelling it more than the actual product. You could probably already guess what it is. It's the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Like my brush smells good. Like I could just smell it right now. It smells so good. This is in light. I'd rather get it in light so I can build it up because there's the, I think it's called bronzer. It didn't look like there was that much of a difference, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm kind of just going to put this in my hollows and on my forehead. I do go in with it a lot just because it is lighter, but it gives such a natural bronze. It's not like a bronze where it's like a makeup bronze. It more looks like a bronze. How many times am I going to say bronze? But it's just so natural, and it looks like you were just like at the beach getting a tan, smelling like suntan lotion. This is an awesome product. And it is a little bit more expensive for drugstore, but I definitely recommend it. And for highlight, I'm using the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. This is such a pretty color. This is in 100. There's another one, and it says light iridescent. The other one's more of a champagne color, but for my skin tone, I want to use the pearly pink one. It is so pretty. So pretty. And what I do is I kind of hit myself. I'm just going to dab it right on my cheekbones, and it does kind of hurt because it's a bone, but I'm just going to keep going, and it's just so pretty. Again, this is really natural. It's nothing too in your face. As much as I would probably put a highlight powder over it, I'm not going to do that today. But if I really wanted that intense look, I probably would. But so pretty. And I do like packing it on. And I also like swirling it, because I don't know if you can see, but I can like see my strokes. And I want it to be, again, more natural. So I'm just gonna blend it all in. And for blush, you know what I'm gonna use? Use Milani Luminoso. I honestly do not like any other blush at the drugstore. I do want to try the Physicians Formula one. They just came out with it. It's like a butter blush, I'm guessing. I do want to try that. Other than that, I don't like any other drugstore blush. If you do like one and you can't live without it, let me know, because I want to try it. So I'm just blending these three all together and looking like some ice cream. Okay. So I'm going to finish off the eyes, and I'm pretty much going to use the same colors that I did in the beginning. Just going to take that light brown, dust it down there, take the green and put it close to the lash line. And I'm going to take the Essence Gel Eye Pencil Waterproof in brown. I'm guessing that's the color Cocoa Bean, sorry. I really love this color. I wish I had black, or I would be using black. I just got it in brown to try it out, and I love it. I think it's only like $2. Honestly, like, I'm not exaggerating. Use that dark brown and smoke it out. Sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Like, there should be a video or like a challenge, like beauty challenge, like to not move your mouth when doing your makeup. I might try that. Like, I'm always like, oh. I hate when I get it in my contact. Just gonna take a little bit more of the green. I actually wish the highlight was more intense, so I am gonna go in with the Morphe. I think I'm gonna use this color. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Put this on the brow bone. Am I missing something? Oh, lips. I'm going to line my lips with the Essence Lip Liner and in the Nude. And I'm going to be using NYX Lingerie in Honeymoon. It's this really weird color. It's like a purple, gray, brown. Not really sure, but it's a good formula. I like to do 2 layers of this because it is kind of sheer. Unless you like maybe put the same color lip liner under. So I originally bought a setting spray from the drugstore and I absolutely hate it. So I'm not going to use it. I'm sorry. So I'm probably just going to use my Urban Decay setting spray, but I don't want to use it on camera just because it's not drugstore. So yeah, I hope you guys like how this look came out. Using all drugstore products came out just as good as any high-end would. So yeah, if you like this video or any products in here, leave a comment or like it, and subscribe to see more videos like this and to maybe see that one video I was talking about. So yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!